Hey, fellow YouTubers, how you doing? Man, this glare on my glasses. I apologize. I'm just trying to see. Do I need to start wearing them on the lower end like an old man? Or should no? I got bifocals in here, so I can't do that. I'll try to keep my head on the lower side. Let me push this back a little. There, maybe that'll cut down on the glare. Of course, why should you see my eyes? Huh? All right. Um, Bringing to you another product that is, in my opinion, is quite necessary to have. Okay, this is what it is. Let me bring it up. Triple antibiotic. Okay, triple antibiotic cream. Now it's not just a cream. It's not just a cream. I'm gonna actually open it here and show you. Let me see if I can. I wish I could get rid of the bright light. All right, I'm gonna open it up. Now, this is in a, look at this. It's in a Vaseline, okay, form. It's actually Vaseline with triple antibiotic solution or, things additive to it. So it's very thick, all right? It's not soft, it's very thick. It's Vaseline, all right? I'm just putting it in regular terms. It's a Vaseline consistency, which is a petroleum jelly, all right, and which stays on an area. But this is a necessity in your med kit. All right, triple antibiotic ointment. It's a necessity. Um, when you're dealing and rough situations, limited situations, uh, this is a, how could I put it? A very helpful item to have in your med kit. Okay, whether it be in your car, your bug out bag, any of those areas. Luckily, I've got a paper towel right here because 2 years ago I was at Cas versus Wild and I was using a saw to cut some wood, and I failed to put on a pair of leather gloves when I was cutting. And when I cut, I sliced my finger pretty much to the bone with the saw. And that was the second day into a 7-day stint in the woods. And I'm talking in the National Forest. All right. Um, and after I got the blood to quit, I actually needed stitches. But I didn't get stitches. Why? Because I'm a stubborn mule. It cut pretty bad. So I waited, when it coagulated, when I got it to coagulate, which I do have coagulation powder also in my kit. Um, I put this on it right off the bat. Okay, when I wrapped it up. After I wrapped it for 2 days of the 7, and when it coagulated good, because I'm diabetic. Okay, I want you to know I'm diabetic. Now, when a diabetic cuts themselves, hurts themselves, not only am I diabetic, but I'm also on what's called Plavix because I'm a cardiac patient, have been since 2010. I've had 7 stents put in. I've had 2 heart attacks, and I'm still plugging right along. And I'm not going to stop. All right, us rosemen throughout the history of the roses, the southern roses, the ones from North Carolina, um, they just fall over when it's their time to go. They just boop fall over, and I'm gonna make light of it because it's my family. Um, my dad, who died in 2005, he decided to go and use the restroom. And let me put it in more basic terms. He had a full bladder and he had to take a leak. So he was standing in the toilet and then just fell over. My grandfather died in his sleep. My great grandfather was out in the field and he just fell over in the middle of a corn patch. There is no struggling in my family. When it's time for us to go, we just fall over. Okay. Anyhow, I digress. Um, we never have any long term. We never have in the history of my side of the family. We had any issues. But being a diabetic and cardiac patient, I'm on Plavix, which is a blood thinner. So it took me about 2 days for it to quit bleeding. Once it stopped bleeding and it coagulated, that's what I was getting to. And I cleaned it up and it was there. It was to the bone. Now, when you cut in wood and slice to the bone, you're subject to whatever bacteria is on that wood, whatever spores. Watch my previous videos, especially the crane cooking and one, cooking bacon over it. I explained that there's all kinds of bacteria, mold spores and stuff on tree bark, plus bug doo-doo, plus bird doo-doo, whatever. So that's what I'm saying is you really need something like this. Okay? I'm getting it up. It's a little blurry. I apologize. Triple antibiotic. So after I cleaned it up and I dried it up and everything, got the area as clean as possible. Then I put this cream on it. This that is in the Vaseline uh, stuff. And then I wrapped it up. And you know that thing healed um, faster than normal for my body, being a diabetic, because it also had the aid of not only being protected by the Vaseline, which is a petroleum product, but it coats and it holds the seal, of to keep outside stuff from getting in. But it also had the antibiotic, triple antibiotic products in it. You can read it on the back in the fine print. I'm not going to try to read that. You going to try to read that? No, I ain't going to try to read that. And, sorry, I bounced because my arms are on this table, which fluctuates, and I'm going to get another table. And it healed up very nice. You can't actually see where it cut. And it sliced literally between the knuckle joint and the nail, right through there to the bone. And to a diabetic, when you do stuff like that, you worry about losing that part of the finger. And it healed up fine. So this stuff actually works. I use it on myself, so it actually works. So triple antibiotic cream. Pick up not just one tube, pick you up 2 or 3 tubes, okay? Especially if you got a family with you. Um, we don't know what situations we're going to end up in. And why run to the emergency room or why run up bills at what happened to the old fashioned ways? Treat yourself at home first. If you can't fix yourself at home, then you go to the urgent care, then you go to the emergency room. But something like this, dealing with cuts, any minor wounds, things that normally happen around home, and it's just good to have. Okay, I grew up. Of course, I had a childhood. So did you. And if you were a child like I was, which I think you might have been, you should have little scrapes, little bruises, cuts. You should have scars for as a child But in this day and time, they've got so much different stuff than we had back then. Dirt was dirt, mud was mud. You know what I'm talking about. Mom would just, if you ever heard of the word Mercure comb, it was an iodine based product, and it would just be wash it, put that stuff that would make you scream for about 30 seconds. The iodine would just burn. Uh, and they would use, Mom would use stuff to flush out the cut, um, peroxide, whatever. And then you'd be good to go. Well, the same thing can happen today. You can be good to go. You don't have to go spend $150 at the urgent care or up to $1,000 in emergency room. Get yourself some triple antibiotic cream. Get yourself other basic products and just treat yourself at home first. All right? I should have had stitches in this finger, but the way I treated it and the way I did it, it did not require stitches. And this was one of the first products that was used in order to prevent any kind of further problems with the fickle finger of fate. Ah, I got a knot on that. Arthritis, I guess. So anyhow, this is the doc saying triple antibiotic ointment. Do the do. Cool? All right. God bless you.